The ideal location for hens in our garden seemed to be right at the bottom. At this corner of the garden next to the greenhouse, there's a pile of bricks and general detritus, nice and far away from our house, far away from the neighbours' houses. So the first job is to clear up this corner of the garden, getting rid of the overgrowth and all the bits and bobs littering this area. For the outdoor run, rather than building it from scratch, we've taken the glass out of the greenhouse and replaced it with avery wire or weld mesh, whatever you want to call it. Rather than buying a pre-made hen house, we decided it would be easiest all round to just buy an ordinary shed. Before we can put the shed together, the first step is to build a concrete pad. Here we've got the timber formwork and some old bricks lying around, bashed up with a lump hammer, are going to form part of the fairly shallow hardcore that we're going to pour the concrete on top of. Luckily we've managed to borrow a concrete mixer off a friend, saving cost on hire of machinery. Before the concrete is fully set, the timber formwork comes off. Unfortunately, just as we've finished laying the concrete pad, the heavens opened, so the top of this concrete pad is pitted as the raindrops fell on top of it. But the concrete seems to have set absolutely fine. After the greenhouse had the wire mesh affixed to all sides, we used a fairly light bituminous corrugated material here, held on to some timber battens and also using some cable ties to affix it to the roof structure of the greenhouse. Now the concrete pad is set, start to build the shed. This one fairly cheap from Garden Buildings Direct, fairly simple to construct. I've used them before, and if there is any problem with the bits that they deliver, they usually very promptly replace any damaged timbers. And in the side of the shed I've sawn a small pop hole and fitted it with an aluminium pop hole door, lifted by a motor bought from a company called Chucks Away, and this is attached to a timer, so I can set within the morning at dawn. The motor will automatically lift the door open so the hens can come out, and then after dusk the door will close after the hens have gone to bed. And here's our first 4 hens, all hybrid layers, and I'm hopeless at identifying them, unlike my children, so we've decided to put coloured rings on them.
Do you want me to put the ring on first?
No, that's it. Maybe actually, yeah.
Hello,
yeah, it
Toffee.
might be easier.
Right, how do I do the ring?
Right, so the ring, just pull it apart.
Yellow.
Now, is that yellow, right? Yeah?
Yeah. Hello, Toffee.
Over the leg. Then it'll get pinched together.
It's like that.
I can't see anything.
You don't need a close-up.
No, nothing. I can't see anything.
Has it gone black?
No.
Right, it made a click.
There's the entire elbow and arm.
That's done.
That's fine, don't worry. It's all right.
That's done.
Right, that's one. So has Toffee got the yellow?
This is Ginger. Which is the white.
This is Ginger. Hello, Ginger.
Hello, Ginger.
It's all right, Ginger.
Hello, Ginger.
Oh.
Hang on.
Hello,
Sorry,
Ginger.
I'll get the legs. Yeah.
All right.
There we go. So who's that again? Sorry, is that
That's
Ginger?
Ginger.
That's Max's hen. There you go, Ginger.
There's Pecky. peckish down there. That one then there. There one, the one there. Get away! That one there. That one's... There's a frog. Where's the frog?
Oh, it's a bloody great... Oh, there's a huge... Jesus Christ.
Oh, bye-bye frog. Right, Maxie. I'll keep an eye on that frog if I were you, Maxie. I think it's about to meet a rather sticky end.
Right, who's this one? This
is... Hi, Lydia. Who's this?
That is Peckish.
Hey, Peckish. Peckish is living up to her name and pecking me.
Where's the frog?
Right.
Alright, Peckish. Alright.
Where's that frog gone?
It's just the very tip. It's down on the ground now. Okay. Don't know how it got in, but I think it's going to regret it somewhat.
That's Peckish.
Right, here we go, Peckish. There you go.
Ow. And then that one there, the tiller.
You'll try and rescue that frog in a minute.
Well, we'll see in a moment.
This is a tiller.
Right.
Alright.
So Attila the hen has purple.
Here we go.
There we go.
Right, we'll see if we can rescue the frog.
Right, well... That's Ginger. Attila the hen. Toffee. And this one's Peckish. On the floor of the greenhouse there was already some pavias down, but I've actually laid some more pavements on top just to bring the level of the floor slightly higher than the surrounding, so if there is a lot of rain it won't just pour underneath and cause more sort of pooling and create a damp base. So hopefully the base of the run should remain quite dry and stop the droppings getting wet and creating a whiff for the neighbours. Now that planter that Attila has landed on, I had thought they would use as a dust bath, because rather than bathing in water, hens will use dry earth or some dusty material to bathe in to clean themselves, get any mites from out of their feathers or next to their skin. But this planter just proved to be far too small for even one bird to use, and watching them, they seem to like to bathe together anyway. So through trial and error I've tried larger containers, and even then they were just trying to dust bathe on the floor. So the thing that I found worked was to make a rectangle with some bricks and put the dust in there on the floor, and that's been very successful. A much larger area, and they can bathe in the dust on their own or together. Just checking on them in the morning, find all 4 birds still on the perch, but they didn't all get up there unaided. The first few days, only a couple of the hens were perching up here, and then I'd realised it wasn't the hens that were at fault, it was me. I'd originally put the nesting boxes here, which meant they could only leap up from the nearer part of the floor. So as soon as the 2 had leapt up and blocked the perches there and there, the other 2 couldn't get up, so I've now moved the nesting boxes to this corner, one above each other this time. And as I've been working away, the hens have been a little curious as to what has been going on, so they've come and had a little bit of a peek. So this is who's come to have a peek. That's Peckish. Now this morning Peckish did try and make a bid for freedom out the front door, which I have open here to have a look in. Who do we have here? This is Toffee.